The member's time has expired. Honourable Shane Jones.
Mr Speaker, Jackie Blue, thank you for bringing Paul Quinn back and improving the intellectual capacity of the National Party. Up and down and around the rowdy halls and the lonely places formerly known as the LEC of the National Party, they're happy that Paul Quinn is going back into that side of the House, but they're disappointed that the former spokesperson, soon to disappear onto something else, didn't go to see Mrs Thatcher and her family and compare handbags. So I could imagine Jerry Brownlee not actually going and us seeing Judith Collins going and actually celebrating the connection no doubt she had with Baroness Thatcher, not intellect, not forcefulness, not leadership, but accoutrements such as handbags. Now, sir, I want to turn to the Prime Minister, who's not unlike the fisherman of Parliament. By the fisherman of Parliament, sir, he doesn't focus. Most fishermen, sir, focus on whoppers. But when he tells one, sir, he pretends it's a tiddler. So, sir, a small lie, a small untruth, but in actual fact, up and down the country, sir, in families, maraes, businesses, they know that this person, this Prime Minister, can no longer be trusted. Now, sir, it's an arcane area when you talk about spies, police agencies, etc., but when you consistently stand up in this House and your body language gives it away, and your colleagues are starting to look down, even if it does call my Radio Live colleague Judith Collins to look up, believing perhaps that she is the Baroness Thatcher of 2014. That person, sir, looking down, looking, budging, can't find the exact words. When you see that, sir, you know the poll results and their own data collection are only going one way. They're going the way, not only down, but as Paul Quinn rises, their fortunes slip. And it could be, sir, that is the final feature they have to offer, given the poor performance. Now, sir, it's not unreasonable that the Prime Minister take a delegation and be patriotic in Asia to drum up business. But don't go there, sir, and declare war on North Korea. So it's not unreasonable that the Prime Minister would want to shoulder tap someone who he may think is a reasonable applicant for a very important position. But, sir, don't come to this House and hide that. Don't come to this House and conceal that and then get panicked into making a half-baked admission and then go overseas and pretend that neither he or Stephen Joyce knew anything about the leaks. Those are not the hallmarks, sir, of a Prime Minister. But anyway, sir, we've had up and down the country the promise that the sale of these assets is going to improve the economy, that energy prices, sir, will become less of a burden, that jobs will flow. Well, sir, I can tell you, up and down the country, people loathe the idea of paying higher prices for power. People loathe the idea, sir, that foreigners are going to end up owning more of our assets as a consequence directly of that side of the House. They only want one thing, sir. They want to hawk off these assets, reward a narrow caste of their fellow travellers, and they don't give a hoot about the long-suffering garden variety Kiwis. Can't afford property in Auckland, can't meet escalating medical-related costs, can't find jobs. Sir, in the forestry sector, 18,000 jobs are at stake. 18,000 jobs are about to dwindle. Sir, this Minister of Environment, for example, boasts that the RMA reforms are going to deliver new opportunity. For 4 years, as a small example, sir, the forestry sector have been waiting for an environmental policy statement to simplify the functioning of the forestry sector, not a dicky bird. Mills and manufacturing plants up and down the country will applaud the announcement that energy costs are going to come down, because they are getting no leadership, no assistance from this government, sir. And, sir, if people don't like those reforms, then they are going to have an opportunity to give their views. It's called an election. And that is one reform, sir, well, support will come massively our way, because there's not a single idea that is lessening, sir, the burden of daily life on Kiwis, and certainly not from this Prime Minister, who is a stranger to the truth.
On order, Honourable Heki Parata.